Hello, I'm back after over a month of hiatus due to technical difficulties with my computer. So let's see. The last time I did a news broadcast was the 27th of February. So a recap of what's gone on since then. The first thing that happened was WEC 39, where Mike Brown successfully defended his title. So he's not as... That basically proves that he's not a huge... That his fight with Uriah Faber was not a complete fluke. It proves that he during that title did defend it, but now in June he's gonna have to defend that title against Faber again. So that's what happened in WC. Next thing that happened was Dream 7, where they had their featherweight Grand Prix start up. I can't really think of anyone notable that fought in that one. Sengoku 7 had their featherweight Grand Prix start. Mohamed Lawal won a unanimous decision, so it proves that he can go the distance. He's going to get surgery afterwards because of problems with his legs. Another thing, so that's Sengoku. Then that was on the 20th of March. Dream 7 was 8th of March. WC 39 was 1st of March. On the 7th of March was UFC 96, where Quentin Rampage Jackson beat Keith Jardine in a unanimous decision. Originally, that earned him a title shot with Rashad Evans for the UFC lightweight title, but unfortunately, Rampage sustained injuries, forcing him out of action. So instead, it's going to be Rashad Evans versus Giotto Machida. And this is basically two undefeated fighters. They're going against each other. And my personal belief, and belief of a lot of other people, is that the winner of this bout has definitely earned the championship, because the winner is going to be undefeated. So that's that. Then this Wednesday, before the Ultimate Fighter, we had UFC Fight Night, Condit versus Kampman, and to the surprise of many, I believe, Kampman actually controlled the bout and ended up beating Condit. Condit was the favorite, but it looks like he's going to have to rearrange his priorities in getting ready to his fighting. So that's all what happened during the over 1 month hiatus. As I said, I was having technical difficulties with my computer. So news that has been going on, though, Now, as for news that has been going on, we found out why KJ Noons decided not to take that title shot against James Thompson, and that was because he is currently concentrating on his boxing career. He had a boxing career before he went to MMA. He went to MMA, took the Elite XC lightweight title. And then when Elite XC went under and he lost his title when he was stripped of it, he started to go back into boxing again. But he has stated that he wants to keep his options open, so we could expect. And he has said that he will probably be coming back to MMA, more than likely Strikeforce, later this year. We're talking August, maybe September, something like that. So that's what's going on with Noons. Gina Carano, we found out that she actually was not one of those 40-plus fighters that got their contracts bought out, but she's still gonna be fighting in Strikeforce. She stated in an article earlier that that the fight date is probably gonna be in August with Christiane Cyborg Santos. So we can expect that to happen. Meanwhile, on another note, Bellator is starting up. I'm not sure exactly when, but they are starting up their series of championships. I'd have to look that up. I didn't really pay attention because the only community that's really get that is die-hard people who go on pay-per-view and ESPN Deportes. So it's aimed primarily towards the Hispanic community. Another development: Bobby Lashley has said that because of his lackluster fights and the way he's going, he is willing to compete in the UFC's Ultimate Fighter. The season 10, which will follow US versus UK, is going to feature heavyweights and one of two other weight categories. I can't really think of which, but it's gonna be the first time since the second season when Rashad Evans took the division and ended up moving down to lightweight. So yeah, there's that. With the Strikeforce card, James Thompson just recently received an injury. I think it was to his leg, and he will not be competing. They're trying to find a replacement for Gilbert Melendez. Brett Rogers, one of the rising stars that during the Elite XC heyday, will be fighting against Ron Humphreys, who competed on the BT show Iron Ring. So we got that fight going on. As I said, that originally completed the card, but not so much so now. Christiane Santos will be going against Japanese fighter Hiromi Hitomi at a 140 pounds bout. I certainly hope this isn't something that they're going to keep up, because, you know, when there was all those issues with Carano, so I hope that fight takes place at 140. The Santos Carano fight takes place at 145, because that would be a lot. It wouldn't be as much of a deal. So, got all that. Oh yeah, Jake Shields got taken off the card because he's going to be facing Robbie Lawler in the June 6th Strikeforce card at a catchweight bout once again. So, I don't know. I guess Strikeforce is just focusing on making good fights at catchweight bouts. I'm not exactly sure why. But yeah, we got that. So what's coming up what will be coming up later this week? On Sunday, which will actually be the beginning of next week, you got two events going on. You got the Dream Welterweight Grand Prix first round, and then you also got the WC40 Torres versus Takeya Mizugaki, who is actually a replacement for Torres' original opponent. So that's basically it for now. I will be talking next week about the results and also what else is going on. So yeah, thank you for watching.